I fired my builder and now I need to finish my house.
I'm Ben Coates with Coates Homes, and we build high-end luxury homes from the ground up. But this time, we're taking over a project that has gone awry, and I cannot wait to turn it around. I'm Ben Coates with Coates Homes. I'm a second-generation home builder. Giving our clients that amazing, high-quality luxury home is not really the hard part. At the end of the day, it's actually giving them the experience. When clients first come into our office, they always think they're interviewing us, but the reality is we're interviewing them just as much. We really are looking for clients that can trust us. It doesn't matter how cool their project is. It doesn't matter the architectural style of the house. If they don't trust us, we're gonna fail at putting together their dream home. So when Kira called, their house was basically half built, not even. And so I was a little concerned in the beginning that this might not be a fit. I love the Sowers. I think it would be a great fit relationally. But honestly, picking up the pieces like this is gonna be extremely challenging.
I have essentially been planning this since I was 12 years old. I'm obsessed with design. I was in the trade. I've always wanted to build a home from the ground up, and we were so excited about embarking on this process. But unfortunately, we had to fire our builder. It was pretty devastating, but the project was headed for disaster, so we had no other choice. When we brought on the Coates team, they informed us that there was some rework that needed to happen, which we were expecting, but it just seemed like the story kept getting worse and worse and worse as we went along.
But I knew after hearing their story that we could be the builders for them and we could give them that experience that I think they deserve.
Hey, Ben.
Hey, Kira, how's it going?
It's going good.
Okay, I've got at least some exciting, fun news, kind of cabinet selection day.
I like seeing a door.
I
It's fun.
Okay, so
Okay.
shaker cabinet. This is kind of what you wanted. Obviously, it's not painted or stained yet,
Yeah.
but is this what you're wanting?
Yes, so we're doing a mix of styles. Shaker's definitely one of them. We want inset pretty much everywhere.
Okay.
But I'm wondering if on the shaker style, can they make it a little thinner profile?
Yeah, I think they can. The more thin we get, the more custom it gets, and it's gonna get a little bit more expensive.
I was waiting for that.
But
Yeah.
I know that is something that you want,
Okay.
so something to think about. But there's a lot of different things we can do. We could do different paints and stains. We could do different inlays. We could even add a little beading inside here.
Yes, the beaded edge. I definitely am gonna do that on the drawers too, for sure. So
okay.
that little beaded edge inset. I just don't want the drawers to look really dainty and then the doors to look thicker.
Yeah.
And more kind of like your standard farmhouse style. I
Okay.
want it a little more elegant.
Okay.
And something that doesn't just like stand out as much when it's inset.
Yeah.
Cabinetry is definitely important to me. I think we can kind of prioritize the main focal areas
Yeah.
and then maybe put the shaker style in areas that aren't as important, like the guest baths and things like that.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll get another mock-up.
Okay, yeah, sure. We can play with some options. When Chris and I set out to do this, we knew what we wanted. We had a vision for our home, but we didn't do enough homework. I think choosing your builder is the most important thing that you do when you start out. It is a big undertaking. I mean, it will consume your life for a while. So you have to be in this project with someone that you trust, that understands your vision and is capable of executing it.
Can't wait to show you the window that we finally put
Yay!
over your sink. What do you think?
Oh my goodness, it looks awesome. I'm so excited to have my gorgeous big farm sink, doing dishes with all the natural light coming in. This was a must-have for me.
I know. I always tell everybody, and this is why I'm so glad you did this, to get 3 sides of light in a house,
Yes.
which you clearly have.
Yes.
That is everything.
If there was a place to put a window, I wanted one there.
Yes.
Even if there isn't a view, we're gonna fill in with landscaping
I know.
and just have all the light coming in from all sides of the home.
You're
So,
gonna love it.
So happy.
So you talked about trust. That's something that we talk a lot about, but I have a question for you. How do you know that you can trust your builder? Because you trusted your builder in the beginning.
I did.
How
think
do you validate that? How do you know for sure if
that's
that's
exactly
gonna stick?
it. You have to validate it. And I think we went off a feeling.
You need to get a lot of references, and I think that you need to go even deeper. Those references need to be specific. Those references need to be recent. Those references need to be potentially in your neighborhood and the style of home and the
Yes.
budget, because here's the reality. You're gonna call those references, and without knowing it, you're gonna think you're validating trust, right? And you're not.
You told us something that really stuck with me, and it was that There's a lot of people that build homes and there's a lot of people that know how to run a business, but very few know how to do both well. And I think with a project of this level, it was just impossible for him to be able to deliver.
Stay with me, but I just
Yes.
want to get done with the master and the master bathroom.
Okay.
Tell me what you're thinking.
I'm loving the way this is turning out. The vaulted ceiling looks incredible.
I know.
You knew I had to have like a million fireplaces in this house.
Yes.
So we had to have a fireplace in here and I'm loving that. And the floor to ceiling arched windows. I love how they combine both the arches from the courtyard, but then they're the white divided light like the rest of the house.
Yes.
So it just ties it all in. It looks so good in here.
I mean, I really think everything in here so far is perfect. There's a few things that I think are going to kind of come up that we'll talk about. Let's go in the master bathroom. You said you wanted to...
I do have something to show you in here.
Okay.
So we wanted initially just a straight walk-in shower. I didn't want glass because I didn't want to have to clean it.
Yeah.
But as we built it out, I started realizing the shower was going to feel a little like a cave. So I made an executive decision, and I want to see what you think, opening this up and putting a glass panel in so that you see into the shower, it keeps light coming in, and it makes the bathroom just feel more open.
Okay, I'm glad you mentioned this because I was wondering what this was the whole time. Because you said that was the door over there.
That was the door.
So, okay, so you basically want to put just a fixed piece of glass here.
Yes.
It's not a door.
Exactly.
It's not operable.
Right.
But it's going to add a lot of natural light.
Exactly.
Okay, I love it. I mean, at the
Okay,
end of the day, like
yay.
I've never actually seen that. We've built a
Yeah.
lot of homes,
Yeah.
and with the internet age, Pinterest, House, everyone's seen everything. I actually love this. I have not
Yeah.
seen this firsthand.
It's different. It is different because I couldn't find an image of it anywhere.
Yeah.
But I needed a solution. So
Yeah.
we still have the walk-in entry.
Yes.
And it'll be a seamless floor.
Yeah.
Right into the shower.
Okay, cool. I like
Okay.
this. I can easily do this. Totally understand. I'll talk to Alec about it after this and we'll get it done.
Okay, awesome.
Tell me a little bit more about what you're doing here because honestly, I don't think when we took this project over, I was fully able to appreciate what you were doing with the bathtub and the master. Spell it out for me a little bit.
Okay, so I had a vision. I knew that I wanted a standalone tub with the floor-mounted fixture
Yes.
in front of a big window. It was like a must-have for me. And I loved the floor-to-ceiling window, but it is causing an issue with privacy. We do back up to our neighbor here, and we plan to landscape, but I'm trying to figure out window treatments. Do you have any
Yeah.
ideas?
Well, I know you had talked about being able to click a button and for the whole thing to go kind of frost.
Yes.
I'm just not sure that there's a product that's going to work perfect for that. What I'm thinking is there's great window fixture products that actually you don't have to have hardwired electrically. They're battery operated. One click of a button and blackout shades drop
Wow.
down the entire way.
Okay, I love that. And then while I'm showering, I can lower the shade. When I get ready, I can just push the
That's
button
right.
and it goes
Yeah,
back up.
natural light.
Yeah.
You're putting your makeup on and you want to have
Yeah.
good light in here. That's what I would do.
Okay.
I actually really like how the tub creates separation in this space because
Yeah.
it's a vaulted ceiling.
Exactly.
It's gonna have a lot of volume. It's gonna feel really spacious. I think this tub going like this is gonna actually create a lot of coziness.
Yes, and his side and my side on the vanities with the chandelier over the tub.
Yeah.
I wanted it to feel not just like a bathroom, but like a nice dressing space.
Totally.
We hear a lot of people talking about hiring a small builder, a one-man show. That sounds very caring and intimate on a busy market right like now. A one-man show doesn't make sense because that one-man show is going to be busy. He's not going to have time for you. He's going to be completely on his heels at all
Exactly
times.
right. And he can't catch everything. There's
That's
just no way that he can have the level of attention to detail and do well on all of his projects. So I love the fact that you guys have someone that's always on site, someone that's in the office, handling all the numbers. You know, you have a whole team that's dedicated to our project.
Okay, so we're almost done with the walkthroughs. Let's go outside and see the.
Oh my goodness, these are amazing. Ben, they look so good. This
I
is
know.
exactly what I wanted.
Oh
this
my
is
gosh.
the vision right here.
I'm so excited. This is clearly the biggest part of the house, right? So, I mean, what do you think?
It's the whole focal point of the home. So our goal was to make it feel like the home had been here a long time, that maybe it was added onto. So I love the transition between the black arched formal windows and then the white divided light kind of squared off look in the family spaces.
Do you love the mutton bars and the dividers? I mean, do you love exactly? I mean, this is what was drawn. I mean, What are you thinking?
Yes. And to think that we got these windows in aluminum instead of steel and saved so much money.
I know.
It's incredible. It's the same look. I wanted that formal, traditional, very grand floor-to-ceiling window, and we accomplished just that. It's incredible.
I mean, think back to when we were looking at the plans. We were sitting down in my office and we were talking about steel windows. I mean, walk me
Oh my
through
goodness.
that, right?
Well, they're beautiful. I mean, it's what you see in the Architectural Digest magazines and the Restoration Hardware catalogs. And I just saw pictures and thought, that's what I want,
Totally.
until I saw the price tag.
Yeah.
So this was able to give me exactly what I was wanting, but at a much more affordable cost.
That's
And
right.
It just looks
And
amazing.
you didn't give up on quality, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
they're
this
great
aluminum
windows.
is what we do in 99% of our houses. It stands the test of weather and time, which is huge. You have no maintenance out here. But the big thing
Yeah.
I was wanting to ask you about, I've been dying to ask you about, is how do you like the difference between the squared windows and the round top windows?
It was a risk, right? We took a
Yes.
total design risk with that, but I love it because the big, tall, black arched windows create that formality when you walk in,
Yes.
and then the divided light, white, squared off windows have that charm and make our family spaces feel more cozy.
Totally.
But it's such a unique combination
I
of the
know.
two, and it just works.
I know. I tell people all the time, don't overdo it, but you've got to do certain things, certain pops, certain areas of your house that are different. Don't be like everybody else and you have crushed it. I think you've done exactly that.
I got some looks. I mean, it was a risk, but I think in the end, it just works. It works with the whole vision of the home. It gives me both looks that I was wanting, because I think a lot of times we're afraid to go 100% one direction, and we have to make sure it all fits together. But I get this formal look in these arched windows, but then I get a whole other look in the other spaces.
That's right. I can't wait to see it all done.
I'm so excited. It looks awesome.
Every story needs redemption. And so I'm finally so glad that we're at a place where we can go on from here and give you a great experience and that you can actually have fun.
I'm so happy to finally be enjoying the process and having that excitement back of going to that job site and seeing things happen and knowing that we can trust who we're working with and watch it all come to life.
Before you'll believe it, you'll be in the home, living in the home for years and years to come.